Hello, I'm Wendy Akomolafe Kalu, Head of Branding and Storytelling at Flutterwave. And here I have with me our founder, CEO, OG, Tech Bro,
No, I'm not.
Genius.
I'm not OG.
You don't want to claim the OG title?
No, OG is not for me. It's for other
Not.
people. Yeah.
It's okay.
You know who the OGs are.
Right. Okay. Not yet OG. GB, Agbola. GB, I have some questions for you today.
Let's go.
They're going to be short and sweet.
Okay.
So, as you know, we're already in the second half of 2025. So, looking back at the first half, what are you most proud of beyond just the numbers?
I think the first piece is restless over optics. The last couple of months, we are focused on what matters to us as a company. We have been thinking about how do we become profitable? How do we build our business to become very sustainable over the long term? We are thinking about every transaction that we file that Flutterwave. How do we make sure it's a profitable transaction?
Right.
We do not want to sell a dollar for 99 cents, right? Rather, we want to create value for our customers, for ourselves, our shareholders, and our team. That's what we're trying to do here. So that has been the biggest takeaway for me. We've built infrastructure now that we know is resilient, is profitable, and can scale. That is key. The other piece is around how we're pivoting our infrastructure, right? H1 saw pay your bank transfer grow massively in Ghana, in Nigeria, and we are launching pool accounts in other markets like Egypt and Kenya. We are revolutionizing a whole new way for people to pay. That is incredible, right? And we've been able to also focus on where it matters. Only our core ventures we're doing right now, we're going very deeper, not wider. We're seeing exactly where it makes sense to drive value for our entire, spectrum. And that for me is just key. Resilience over optics, going deep to make the cut we need to make, as required, getting very, very laser focused on who are the customer sets that will help us to achieve our goal and going harder. And that I think is very key for us.
Okay. So that brings me to my second question, which is how did our focus on efficiency and sustainability shape our decisions in H1?
Platform stability. That was a key piece of that. Investing in the things that are not sexy, things that are just under the hood we don't see, has gotten to be so reliable, and it makes me really, really happy about where we're going. You hardly hear Flutterwave is down. No, right? That's the 18 of the yesteryears.
Yeah.
You really hear our APIs are not working really well. And that's the way we even built a new API v4 that's launching very soon. So the point is that reliability and building a system that our merchant can rely on is so important to the goals that we have. And that for me is key. We have been able to build a system that allows customers to pay and get paid globally. Despite the fact that we are the biggest non-bank fintech today in Africa, by spread, by licenses, and by coverage, we still maintain that reliability. That is key. And going to where it matters.
Okay. So, what progress have we made on profitability, and how does that set us up for the rest of the year?
Margins are important for our business, right? And payments is a very interesting one because, we're super highway for all payment types, right? You are paying with MasterCard, paying with bank transfer, you're paying with Visa, Amex, Discover, OPay, you're paying with any payment type, M-Pesa, MTN, Momo, we've got it covered. However, each of these payment types have a different cost infrastructure.
Right.
Because we don't own payment systems. We make payment systems work through our entire infrastructure. So this means that we have to be careful in ensuring that whilst trying to give our customers the best pricing, we have the right margin for the business. So Q1 for this year, the entire team, we all focused on how do we solve and grow our margin, which we were able to do successfully, by the way. Margins grew substantially, and that is a big piece of our profitability goal. The other piece is We address what I call legacy drag. Old account that have been there for a long time, not really giving us the right value. We address them. We went to go and negotiate contract with our customers. We went to go and talk to our partners, got better pricing done. All that got done in Q1 of this year. And that for me is an example of how that is going to help us towards our ultimate goal of being profitable. The last piece is we have removed the bloats. We've built the foundation for our impending profitability plan as a company, right? Now we can see that without any issue at all, our goals are very clear. Our effort to get there are also equally clear. And we're all aligned towards the goal to get there. And there's no ambiguity. If you ask anyone right now in Flutterwave, right, they will tell you the same thing. Our goal is profitability and being sustainable.
Yeah.
That is key to us right now.
So GB, if you take off your founder and CEO hats and you put on your teacher hat, how can you break down the things that contribute to the margins of a payments company like ours?
So our margins are a function of different data points. One of them is obviously, for a card payment rate, for example, from the acquirer to the issuer to the third-party processor, to the card schemes, a piece of the pie goes to anybody, right? That's what you call the four-party model, where card payment schemes have built a model whereby issuer, acquirer, TPP, processor, merchant, everybody gets a piece of the pie, right? That is what contributes to our entire margin story. But that said, in Nigeria, for example, we have a cap on how much you can charge. So that means that some transactions, right, they can be at a loss if we're not being careful. Because as you know, our goal initially has been, how do we get customers to be where they're supposed to be?
Right.
Give them the best experience possible in getting paid by their customers. But that goal can run against being profitable. Because guess what? We are capped what we can charge. We are capped literally. And if you're capped, then some costs can go above it. That is the exchange rate. At the time when some of our pricing was done, exchange rate was way different where we are right now. So imagine a 10 naira transaction in Nigeria and I'm paying a cost of, let's say, 10 cents, right? That then makes the economics to just not work.
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So the goal was then, how do we fix that problem? Talk to our partners, get our costs negotiated. Talk to our acquirers, get a better acquirer, get a better bank partner who can give us the best infrastructure to help us do our settlement, but at the same time, make sure it makes sense for us. We want to retain a piece of the earnings back towards our ultimate goal. So that's what makes that up. And the goal is really, how do we ensure that we actually drive the right infrastructure play to drive more volume through our pipe? The more we drive, the more we can get more revenue out of it as well.
Okay. So what's the one thing you think that we have to do, that we have to get right to finish strong in 2025?
I think we're already there, right? We've gotten our margins right. Our customers are processing even more volumes with us. We're launching new, more efficient payment types. We have built an amazing risk infrastructure. Right.
Yeah.
We have monitoring systems in place. So I think we've gotten everything ready, and we have the customer base as well. We're deepening our share of wallet right now. It's just about doing the same or borrowing things over and over again, have our head to the ground, and ensure our customers get the best from us. Now, we're more than just payments right now. Our customers get from us account numbers. They get from us payment. They get from us foreign currency requirements. They get from us be able to go beyond and cross border to pay and get paid. Now that we have that, the race is on right now, as you probably know, to monetize that to our growth for profitability.
Yeah. Okay. And my last question for you: what is the bigger picture that you want everyone to understand about Flutterwave's long-term path?
I think for me, right, number one, the goal is not IPO. The goal is legacy.
Okay.
Right? The goal is to ensure that Flutterwave continue to sustain and build Africa's financial infrastructure.
Right.
Our mission is connecting Africa to the world through seamless payments. That is exactly what we're trying to do here. The other piece is we want to be in every transaction that is happening in Africa. 1 out of 3, one should be via our platform. I think we are Africa first for global relevance.
Yeah.
I call it global.
Yeah.
Global yet local, right? We're proving that a tech company built from Lagos, Nigeria, Africa, can actually scale with the global infrastructure required to make things work. That is what we're building. That's our goal. Connecting Africa to the world through seamless payment. That is key for us. That's our ambition. And we want to be here for the long term, right? We want to be able to make a decision on our future at our convenience without any stress, because our goal is what? Legacy and being here for good.
Okay. Thank you very much, GB.
Thank you.